This is a presentation on folksonomy, a high-level discussion of folksonomy and how it relates to the technical communication field. Executive summary. Folksonomy is one of many tagging methodologies available for use with online content. It is a user-generated system of classifying and organizing online content into different categories using metadata. It is in contrast to the traditional taxonomic classification designed by the content owners and specified when the content is published. It has a place as a methodology used by technical communicators who are developing various types of content, and to a lesser extent in the procedures developed by traditional technical writers. Definitions of folksonomy. The term folksonomy was coined by Thomas van der Waal in 2004. And is a combination of the words folk and folksonomy. Folksonomy is a collective grouping of tags assigned by an aggregate of users of a particular website. It is one of many labeling schemes used for online content. It permits a user to add her or his own tags to existing content. It is closely related to the other tagging schemes. Features of folksonomy. Folksonomies represent a growing approach to the problem of classification in the web. Its tagging vocabulary makes sense to other users who are part of the same community as the tag creator. Its origin was a result of the personal free tagging of content for a user's retrieval and enabled similar-minded users to collectively classify and find content via shared tags. It is a low-cost labeling methodology. It has a flat structure. It generates a lot of metadata compared with content creator tagging. Pros of folksonomy. It uses language that is understandable by the community and the user. It is current, it is inclusive, it is versatile and easily adaptable to various types of content. It is also inexpensive to implement. Pros of folksonomy continued. It is scalable. It does not require learning a complex hierarchical nomenclature. It enhances the functionality of traditional searching by providing alternative search criteria. It addresses the content by reflecting the context and the language in the content. Cons of folksonomy. There is a potential for ambiguous tagging. Examples: the potential for lack of precision and definition, difficulty dealing with homographs and synonyms, difficulty dealing with singular versus plural terms. In addition, there's a potential for lack of control and configuration, plus the specificity limits its use to a particular user or user community. This graphic illustrates the role of the traditional technical writer versus the technical communicator. The traditional technical writer was responsible for writing technical procedures, whereas the technical communicator is involved in preparing a myriad of different types of content, ranging from policies through websites, through illustrations and graphics, through training material. The technical communication field. The purpose of coordination and integration of all technical communication processes, tools, functions, and sources is to convey content to optimize the user experience. Technical communication has expanded beyond the traditional role of content creation to activities that deal with increasing the user's understanding of the content and the usability of the content. Users' expectations are high for products and services, and they will share their displeasure or pleasure publicly. Companies are under constant pressure to be more productive in generating content with less staff and resources. To summarize, the role of the technical communicator is to add value to the content and become a key player in the entire communication programs within a company. How folksonomy in technical communication can address user needs. Folksonomy has the ability to mimic dynamic content. That is, as the content evolves, so can the folksonomy, whereby new tags can be added, and if applicable, old tags can be removed. A component content management system can be difficult to navigate due to the amount of data and the inherent complex structure. Folksonomy can provide an ideal supplement to the folder labeling. For some sites, unless the user knows where in the hierarchy of the content resides, it can be very difficult to find the content. If the hierarchical labeling is poor, the user can be led down the incorrect path. This can lead to frustration and a poor user experience. Folksonomy can possibly mitigate the problems associated with a poorly developed traditional hierarchical labeling system. However, folksonomy is not a replacement for a poor hierarchy. How folksonomy in technical communication can address user needs continued. It can be applied to single-sourced information that is used to create content. It can bridge the gap between user vocabulary and control vocabulary. When the document is issued for internal review and comment to various groups within a company, the subject matter experts within those groups can be invited to tag the content relevant to them. How folksonomy in technical communication can address user needs continued. Outlets for user support are more diverse due to the rise of social media and new customer relationships approaches such as user-generated content. Folksonomy can be used as a tool to close the gap between what the business thinks the user needs and what the user actually needs. It can act as a feedback mechanism and used to improve traditional tagging and control vocabulary, and enhance content subject headings, labeling, and information architecture. How folksonomy in technical communication can address user needs continued. It adds value by addressing the three circles of information architecture: context, content, and users. Conclusion. For the potential of folksonomy to be fully realized in the technical communication field requires the application of some rigor to the process by applying regulation of the tagging and annotation process, such as guidelines that address ethnographic concerns and biases, regularly applying automatic indexing software against the folksonomy to improve control and rigor. Additionally, folksonomy should be used to supplement the tagging of the content creator and the other labeling navigational systems to enhance the searchability and findability of content. Folksonomy can be used in the traditional role of a technical writer, but will be more prevalent in the new areas of technical communication.